And by the way, this could be history making because if these storms hit the U.S. within hours of each other, it would be a first. In fact, it was back in 1933 when a hurricane hit Brownsville and a tropical storm hit Cedar Key, Florida, at the same hour. Then in 1979, Tropical Storm Frederick hit Puerto Rico in the morning. Then Hurricane David hit Georgia later that afternoon. And in 1998, Tropical Storm Hermione hit Louisiana before Hurricane George moved through St. Croix and Puerto Rico. Well, news of a possible storm in Texas is making its way to more and more Houstonians. A lot of folks already getting nervous, understandably. ABC 13 reporter Courtney Fisher has been talking to people outside. And Courtney, are folks just a nervous wreck, or it hasn't really set in yet?
Yeah, you know, Melanie, we don't want to panic people, right? We just want to remind people to be prepared. Simple as that. So here's the thing. Most people that I talked with this morning didn't even know there was a storm brewing in the Gulf. And that's why being prepared is just so important. So maybe use today, sometime this weekend, to go to the grocery store, maybe fill up your gas tank. Also, you want to take a look at that hurricane kit because you might have one, but I know you don't have stuff prepared for a hurricane during a pandemic. So think about adding some extra masks in there, disinfecting wipes, also hand sanitizer. We did spend the morning talking with people. I got to tell you, the feel and the tone of everything is so different. Normally, before a storm hits, there's this feeling of camaraderie, right? But you've got to keep masks on right now. You're talking to people 6 feet apart, so it's definitely a different feeling out there. Watch.
It's just too much. It's too much for us right now.
With this COVID thing, it'll make everything all totally worse.
I'm not panicking.
What happened with Harvey, yeah, it makes me very nervous.
Well, I guess I got to stock up on groceries then.
The basics, you know, disinfectant, the wipes, Clorox wipes.
Find out what I need to do as far as protect myself and my family.
Do you have a hurricane preparedness kit?
No, I don't.
You gotta make one.
Right. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
I'm gonna pack a bag to keep at the hospital in case I get stuck there.
We're already short with nurses taking care of people.
It is what it is, I guess. That's the motto of 2020, is what it is.
You'll know. Everyone knows what to do. It's not like we all of a sudden it's like the first hurricane ever. It's just COVID plus a hurricane at the same time. But
So we could survive the pandemic, we could survive anything.
Right? I like that attitude. She just summed that up perfectly. Guys, take a look on your screen. We want to show you, this is on the front page of ABC13.com right now. It's the basics of a hurricane kit. Why do we keep reminding you this and putting this up online? Well, obviously, new people move to Houston all the time. A lot of you might not have a kit out there. So aside from the stuff you need, because we're in a pandemic, you might think about those basic things, batteries, water. Just take a look over it. And of course, we'll keep an eye on the Gulf for you. For now, reporting live, Courtney Fisher, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much. We're all starting to think a lot more about getting prepared. And by the way, the National Hurricane Center will be giving us 8 updates each day on Tropical Depression 14. The biggest updates are on the 10 and 4, 10 a.m., 10 p.m., 4 a.m., 4 p.m. So just remember that. And as the depression gets closer, you can watch us anytime for free on our ABC 13 apps for all your streaming devices. I just want to emphasize something again. If these storms hit the U.S. within hours of each other as hurricanes, this would be a real first. NOAA is confirming 2 hurricanes have never been observed in recorded history at the same time out in the Gulf of Mexico. So this is the kind of history we don't necessarily want to make, Art, but the case is, if it happens, it would be a real first.
Well, it certainly would. We've had plenty of firsts here in 2020 as well, so we'll see what happens next.